Okay, so I am going to be talking in this video about some tips about communicating with my daughter, who is 11 years old, non speaking child with Angelman syndrome. And while she does have this really fantastic communication device, and it is a great tool that she is emerging with, and I highly recommend those in her orbit to learn some basic phrases on it, and I plan to teach some of those. Um, and then also, if you haven't already checked out, I have several videos in regards to the barriers of communication for Quinn. And I think that those are important pieces for people in her life to understand um, and have some empathy for her and her struggle. So, but while the communication device is fantastic, tip 101 that I have is that the device is not mandatory to accept all of her forms of communication. Now, she can point, she can gesture, she can, like sometimes she'll just bring the jar of peanut butter over. And like that's it's pretty easy to assume that she wants to eat some peanut butter if she brings you the jar, right? I don't need her to come and say, I want something to eat or drink, um, food, spreads, peanut butter. That was like 5, 6 buttons to get to peanut butter. So like that is a long journey. If she has brought me the peanut butter, I'm just gonna accept that, and that's what I need. Like her care providers that are when if it's not me or her dad, like we this is what we need people to understand. Like we're not requiring her to use this ever. Encouraging, absolutely. Um, but any form of communication that she gives is accepted and needs to be acknowledged. Now, one of the things that Quinn does is she vocalizes. So, she has obviously the vowel sound. She can say the sound, um, and then ba 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 ba. So, she those like word approximations. Every time she says mama, she is not saying mom. A lot of the times, most of the time, I would say she's saying grandma. And like I am like I don't know how to explain the difference, but I can tell the difference when she says mama meaning me, mama meaning grandma, mama meaning daddy, mama meaning nana. So like there are slight differences. I don't know how to describe it, so like it's just, but um, anytime she vocalizes anything, she is saying something. There's a phrase in the disability world about presumed competence. It is expected that that are in Quinn's life are going to presume competence. They are going to approach conversations with Quinn as if she knows what she's saying because she does. Okay. Now, do I know if she's saying, Mom, help me take my shoes off, or fuck you, Mom, get these shoes off? Like I don't know, like I don't know. We don't know the exact word she's saying, but we can use context clues to get an idea about what she's saying and guess, and then you speak back to her as if she's saying the thing that you think she's saying is. And if you're wrong, she's probably going to acknowledge that in some sort of way. Um, but yeah, so like the vocalization, if she is vocalizing to you, she is saying something to you. If she is looking at you, she is communicating with you in some way, shape, or form. Now, when I talk about, so when I say encourage her device, I'll say like, Sissy, it sounds like you have something to say. Here's your words. Do you want to try to use your talker to tell me? And sometimes she does. Sometimes she'll push it away, and we go because, again, the reason why I emphasized getting some barrier videos out first is because I want people to understand how hard this is for her, and maybe it's not the best time to use her words at the moment. So that's Communication 101. Thanks for watching.